Everyone said it was going to be the worst Christmas pageant of all time, but it ended up being the best. That's right. I'm on my way to go watch the best Christmas pageant ever, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it when I get out. I just got out of the showing of the best Christmas pageant ever, and oh my gosh, what a film. Let me just start by saying casting was incredible in the movie. They did a great job casting every actor, from all 6 Herdmans all the way up to the moms, the bratty, snotty moms of the town. Everyone was cast amazingly. I can't stop smiling. The last 30 minutes of the film were just straight smiles from me, ear to ear. But we'll get to that. Starts off with the classic introduction of the Herdmans, talking about naming the 6 Herdmans, naming all the bad things they've done, and the one good thing they've done by burning down the old decrepit shed, which, if they knew was good, they wouldn't have burned it down. So it started like that. It always starts like that, though. Then it went into church, started talking about the Christmas pageant, and the first laughs of the movie came in this scene. They ask, "What's your favorite part about church?" And one of the kids answers, "There's no Herdmans here." And it didn't get any laughs in the church, but it got a lot of laughs in the audience here at the theater. I do want to also add that I was by far the youngest person in that theater tonight. In the stories from the 70s, there's not many 20-year-old kids that know about this movie. But yeah, it went through the classic steps of the book, and it got to the ending where it got to the part where the Herdmans show up to the church, and wow, I'm blanking on names. Wow. And it gets to the part where I blanked so hard. It gets to the part where they ask for the roles, and they get all the roles because they go uncontested, because they've threatened everyone else that if you try to take the role, things are going to happen to you. And so they run uncontested, and it goes through it. The first rehearsal, they don't even rehearse the story. They just sit down and listen to the story, because the Herdmans had never heard it, which isn't a shock to people that have either read the book or seen the original film, but it's a shock to most people still. So they sit there, they go through the story, and the Herdmans are asking the great questions about the story of Christmas and the story of Jesus. And while some kids complain, all kids complain besides the 6 Herdmans, it's the first time the Herdmans ever listened, which is stated in the movie, obviously. And yeah, it's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story, but you knew that coming in. You should have known that coming in, unless you're just coming in blind, which in that case, why are you watching my review? I talk about what happened in the movie. But yeah, so it goes from the Herdmans, talking about doing their stuff. Then they go to the film, or they go to, do the play, and nothing's working. No rehearsals are working. Everyone knows that none of the rehearsals go all the way through. That is the biggest scare when it comes to the final pageant on Christmas Eve. Plus, it's the 75th anniversary of Emmanuel's Christmas pageant. Sorry, don't mind the tip taps. It's raining. And I'm just sitting in my car finishing this review before I go do schoolwork. So yeah, just great story. The ending, where do I begin with the ending? I don't think you can. You have to go watch it. I mean, by this point, everyone knows the ending of the best Christmas pageant ever. And if you don't, what was your childhood? Just kidding. But yeah, the ending was beautiful. Between the way it shows the Herdmans being there in the play after no one thought they were going to show up, and they show up last minute. Between the Herdmans, actually cooperating and following the script, between the jokes that the Herdmans are making, like Gladys, "Hey, A baby is born unto you. Go, what are you waiting for? Between the wise men bringing a turkey in, between the tears shed, like, it was beautiful. And the fact that the way they were cutting between that part and the part where it's showing a semi-realistic semi-realistic version of the real birth of Jesus, like in a real manger, in a stable. It was beautiful. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It was beautiful, the ending. This rain's picking up. But yeah, it was just beautiful. The whole thing was beautiful, and just the way it was shot. Cutting up to the North Star on the above the stage, and then showing the real North Star that was above the sky that was above the stables when Jesus was born. It just, like, oh, it went so well. Music choice was also immaculate. I mean, it's a Christmas movie. They're gonna use Christmas songs, but just the way they were implemented, the way they were put in, the humming at the end, just, oh, everything just felt so good together. You might call me weird for watching this movie, but I don't care. I grew up with this movie. My mom's a teacher, so I used to watch the original every year and read the book every year. So I got it twice when I was in her class. But yeah, this book and now this version of the movie, and even the original version of the movie, will hold a special place in my heart because of the story of Christmas. And it's a beautiful story of how Christ and Jesus can take kids or people that the world may have given up on and the world may have lost hope on, but still can bring them back. And I think that's the most powerful message from the story. Is it doesn't matter what background you're from, how you were raised, how you act. Jesus still loves you, and Jesus still cares for you. And that's what the movie shows. Everyone else has given up on the Herdmans except for one person. And I think that's a beautiful message for people to take away from this film. Now, whether you go see the film or not, it's completely up to you. But I would recommend this movie very highly, and I would honestly have to give this like a 5 stars. 4.5, 5 stars. Just, oh my gosh. Just see the movie for yourself, please. Please don't take what I've said tonight and in this video and make your opinion based off my words. Form your own opinion of this movie. And if you go see it and you don't like it, that's fine. Not everyone's gonna like this movie. I just really do, because this is a beautiful story of how Christ doesn't give up on people. And I think that's a very powerful message that people need to hear all the time. And I feel like we don't preach that message enough to people. And yeah, I'm just going to end the video there. Just remember, Christ loves you all. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Take it easy and peace out, everybody.